All right, Mal, we need to get in and talk about the Golden Globe Awards. All right. So there was no live broadcast in 2022. Can you believe this is 2023?
I can.
So this year, they decided to go a little bit different with their hosting choice. This is Jerrod Carmichael, who we know this is the first time that an African American hosted the show. And I think it's been
Ever.
around for 80
80
years.
years and it's 80-year history. Yes.
So they went with Jerrod Carmichael, Maya. And before we get into your thoughts on him as a host, I just wanted to
Hmm.
put out there. I thought the majority of the fashion that I saw, I thought was really good.
Oh man, they were looking fabulous. I think
Yeah,
most of the people there were looking sharp,
yeah.
in good shape, and had on just exquisite outfits. I think they really did their thing. And Billy Porter, I know it's over the top and everything, but I just wanted to hug him. I just wanted to hug him. I just really did.
Oh, he had. I
You
liked his
know.
outfit. I thought his
Oh,
outfit
me
was
too.
really
Me too.
fly.
I just thought it was just it's so everything. It was just like everything.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I really did.
Rihanna, obviously, she stands out.
Oh, Rihanna just looked like she was in such good spirits. She just looked so happy, and it was good to see her and Rocky, ASAP Rocky. To see the two of them out. It was just nice. It was just a sweet picture. I liked it.
and and Jenny Ortega was cute too. Wednesday,
Oh
she
yeah,
looks nice. She looks nice to me.
Wednesday was
Yeah,
very cute. Wednesday
yeah.
was very cute. Wednesday's outfit was very cute. Yeah, they were
It-
doing their thing.
they did their thing.
You
Margot
know, they
Robbie,
I give them
the
high marks.
James,
I like
yeah.
Margot Robbie's. It was an understated soft pink, but it was all that. It was detailed to the hilt. I loved it. I thought, overall, I thought they did their thing. I thought Angela
Niece,
Bassett looked
oh
great
yes, and Niecy
in
Nash.
fabulous shape. Niecy, oh, I was so happy to see Niecy looking so good. Niecy looked like she lost a couple pounds, and not in a bad way. Not that she was always very shapely, but looked like more sleek, and she looked good. Oh, I mean, I thought they really looked great. I thought Tyler looked good, and I was so happy to see him. And I thought about him when he was a little boy with
Or
Everybody
Tyler
Hates
James,
Chris.
or yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I thought about him when he was Everybody Hates Chris, and I said, not tonight. They loving on Tyler. I just liked it. I just like the whole aura of it. I like the whole ambiance of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let's get into the host, Jerrod
Oh,
Carmichael.
I mean, except the host.
Let's just start off with, I'll just say one thing. His One of his first statements was, "I'm here because I'm black." And he let it stay the entire show, making people feel uncomfortable, attacking Scientology, referred to the hotel, called this hotel where Whitney Houston died, or blamed the hotel for her death. Made a joke about Kanye, and watching a movie made by Steven Spielberg, who we all know was Jewish, and said the movie was so good it changed him. A joke about Will Smith. And then there was a really strange joke about Scientology. Well, I mentioned earlier, but Shelley Miscavige, who was like
Yeah,
married to one of the leaders
yeah,
of Scientology, and
yeah.
apparently she has gone missing and no one has seen her for, I don't know, was it 15, 16 years, something like that. But she was supposedly one of the women who kind of orchestrated finding women for Tom Cruise to date, to be his girlfriend. That's a rumor, and that's in the
Yeah,
wiki page.
yeah,
That's not something that we're
yeah,
making up.
yeah.
So,
No, 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 absolutely
so
not. No, I, know of it somewhat,
oh, I
Yeah.
had no clue.
Well, I saw a couple Scientology documentaries, so
Okay. Okay. So, Mama, just
Uh,
tell us about Jerrod.
okay. Let me tell you what I felt about Gerard. I felt that he was 90% of his material was not funny, in my opinion. Most of it fell flat. Most of it was mean spirited and cut. And some of it was esoteric to the point that many people didn't even know what he was talking about, I'm quite sure. And I thought his attitude was uh I really am just here. I hope that wasn't him doing his best. I hope he was full of cynicism, which would have been wrong, but I rather people believe that I'm just being cynical and nasty than to believe I'm not really that talented. So I thought he cut in the sense that it was not stimulating, but cut in the sense that he hurt people and insulted people. That's how I felt about it. And I felt he wasn't only there because he was Black. Of course, he was there because he was Black, but he was also there supposedly because he was going to be entertaining, and I mean, that was part of it, not just
Yeah.
Black, because they could have snatched anybody, okay, with Black skin, if that's it. But supposedly you had some skills and some expertise. But also, don't forget, baby, you also were there because you were gay, and you could have put them all in the same sentence. Okay, you didn't have to separate them because guess what? When they chose you, they checked off both boxes. Okay, so and that's fine, and that is fine. You can hire me for what I am, but also include in all that I am. Don't leave out the main things that I am, which is supposed to be skilled at what I'm doing and a professional at what I'm doing. And Jerrod, to me, he performed as if he was lacking and or deficient in the area of making people smile.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Gervais was as insulting can be, but he was funny. He
Mm-hmm.
was so over the top and so insulting, we had to laugh at ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We had to laugh at ourselves and at him because he was ridiculously funny.
Right.
Okay? This man, Jerrod, seemed mean. He
Yeah.
seemed angry.
Yeah.
He seemed those two things much more so than funny. You lost the funny. And then he's telling people to sit down and be quiet.
Well,
What are
he
you?
said, "Shut the f up." He didn't just
He said that
say,
at one point too. He said
"Yes."
that at one point too. But
And they had to blur it out. Remember, they
yeah,
had to
yeah,
beep it.
I heard, so
Well, for the people who didn't watch it, mine.
but yeah, okay, but wait a minute. But this is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is this: I don't think that he needed to tell people to shut up and sit down and whatever he was doing. I think he needed to just start the show and engage the people instead of telling them to shut up and sit down. Start talking, start, getting the people involved, and the people will pay attention. Those who, I mean, if they're that drunk, what you're saying doesn't matter. But for the
Right.
people who are able to conduct themselves, they're going to sit down, they're going to be quiet, and give them enough, credit to know that that's what's going to happen. They just hadn't settled down yet. You start the show, they'll get the cue, they'll understand. Now it's time. Most of them there have been to these things before, and the few who hadn't will follow suit. I didn't think that was necessary. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't usually do that. They usually start the show.
Mm-hmm.
You announce the show in a way that is attention grabbing, and everybody will calm down. You don't
Yeah,
need to do all that.
because they're there because many of them are nominated for an award. They wanna
Absolutely.
hear
And
if they
they want to
win.
know, right? And you, how often do you see somebody open the show with, "Now be quiet, now sit down, now okay," you come on, no,
Well, I
no,
think
no. He set the tone. He
I-
set the tone in a not funny manner already
he did. He
from the
did.
very beginning,
He did my okay. What
and he never elevated it to anything amusing.
what I think is that let me just say the positive stuff. I think that
Mm.
Jerrod Carmichael is a talented writer. I enjoyed the Carmichael show. I'm sorry it only stayed on for 2 seasons or whatever, but he was the one who decided that he didn't want to continue on with the show because he didn't like supposedly the control that the producers had, over his show, the network, I should say, maybe more of a network. Okay, so I think, and there's some movie that he wrote or directed that we watched and we reviewed not that long ago. I thought it was interesting. It was the one about depression and suicide and abuse. That was a lot more interesting, once we watched it, than I thought it was going to be. So I think he does have talent when it comes to that. As far as
When
his
it comes to
comedy,
that, what comedy
as
or
no, as
just
far as
writing?
his
Yes,
writing,
yes,
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 I think that he's very talented.
yes.
When he did his special, I understood what he was doing. I get, he was coming out. This was, telling his story, and I respect
I
that.
have a
And
whole different perception on that. I think that was just totally so self-serving, but okay,
well, it
fine.
was. Well, it
Yeah.
was, and that's fine. I respect that, because it's your show, your comedy you wanted to do. I'm totally fine with that.
Mhm.
He's speaking his truth, whatever it
Yeah,
is, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
This
I
is
just think
a
I just think it was like about 10 years late. If he would have been 10, 15 years younger and earlier in his sexual experience, I could have appreciated it much more. I think he's, a day late and a dollar short with that story. But okay,
well, I
because
get.
he's an established man with a love life, an established gay lifestyle and gay life and love life, and well known in the community and this and that. And I don't think if he was going to tell that story about, this is what happened to me when I was a child, or if this is what happened to me when I was a teenager, or or something like that. But he's telling the story as if it's contemporaneous, and so I had an issue with that. But okay, go ahead. Maybe it's just me.
No, it's fine, man. I listen. I'm not gonna
I'm
go
like, man,
there.
if you want to if you feel you want to make an announcement, all you have to do is just in one of your shows, just say, yeah, well, for those who didn't know, I'm gay. Boom. I didn't think it was worthy of no whole show and all that at his position, in life. Younger, earlier, yes. But where he is now, as established as he is now, you telling that story now? You don't, no,
Well, that's
no.
where you and I kind of disagree with that, because I feel like
Okay,
that's a
okay,
story to
okay.
tell. But
I
I
feel it's his
agree.
story too.
But
I do too.
I agree with you 100%. It's self-serving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's completely.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then my problem with him when hosting the Golden Globes, he was completely self-serving. That's how he came across. He came across as indifferent. He came across sometimes as
But he also
mean.
shortchanged us.
He
He also
Yes,
shortchanged us.
I
He
did
really
not have a
half the
good
time,
time.
yeah, exactly. Half the time the host is the show.
Right.
He was not.
When he would
It was
come
almost that they could have done better even without a host.
without a my
Without
when
him,
he came on the set, or when they showed him on the screen, I should say, I felt, oh gosh, what is he going to say? And it wasn't a happy anticipation. It was like, oh man, please don't say anything too crazy.
you did
I
say.
want to be happy to see him. I
Right.
want to think, oh, I'm going to laugh.
Right. You didn't say like I'm gonna give another example. Ricky Gervais is the one that comes to mind. Like Ricky
Mm-hmm,
Gervais, you might say, "Oh my God, what is he gonna say?" But you're laughing
mm-hmm,
as you're saying it. You're
mm-hmm,
thinking it with a smile. You're
mm-hmm.
thinking something silly or
Yeah.
something foolish, or
And
any of them. Chris Rock, any of them.
Or when Dave Chappelle comes out, you don't know if Dave
When
Chappelle
Dave
is going to
Chappelle, you say,
hit you in the heart, or if
Dave,
he's going to make you
right.
laugh. You
Right.
don't know. He's going to do something
But you always
good.
have it in your mind. Well, Dave Chappelle, he's on a different level to me. When Dave Chappelle comes out, when I see Dave Chappelle coming out, I'm already thinking that I'm gonna feel all my emotions. I
Mm-hmm.
feel at some point before he leaves, I'm gonna want to laugh, I'm gonna want to cry, I'm gonna feel, something deep down in my heart. With Dave Chappelle, I feel like I'm gonna run the whole gamut of emotions when I see him come out, because he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell some kind of story about somebody somewhere, something, and I'm gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel the full range of emotions. So yeah,
Oh,
but with him, it's
so
like, how annoying is he gonna be? Or
so
would you, whatever.
I was extremely disappointed.
Me
Like I
too.
said,
So was I, Joy. So
I
was I.
know that Jerrod is talented, but he did not show his talent hosting the Golden Globes. And honestly, like, I hope that we don't see him hosting anything again
Yeah,
anytime
no,
soon.
not with that
You
attitude. To me,
know?
he was full of cynicism.
Yeah.
He really just had that attitude. And I said to myself, now, whatever's going on, they did pay you $500,000. I
Which
think,
he told us.
right? Nobody asked him,
All
and I'm
right.
like, you not just take the money, earn the money, show you got the chops to earn it.
Right.
You know, so not
He
just
was,
really act like you just there because your skin is black. Don't really act like that.
who I would be okay with the hosting. I know that Regina Hall. I know she did the Oscars with who was it, Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes. Regina Hall is entertaining, and so is Jennifer Coolidge. I would like to see
They were
those two.
funny. They were funny. They were
Yeah.
cute. You would engage, they would make you smile, everything.
Yep.
Right. I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you.
So
Either way,
okay,
the
so
choice
so
is good for
Jerrod,
yeah.
if we're gonna give him a grade, he gets a hooch from me,
He gets a
and
super hooch.
gonna
He
get a
gets a super
three
hooch. Yeah,
hooch.
you a three. I'm giving him a one. I'm giving him. He was
I gave him
standing
a
on the
three
stage
for
breathing.
standing up. That's what I gave him.
That's all. That's all. He gets the one because I guess one of his 50 outfits probably looked okay.
Oh, he
That's
had
it.
some nice outfits. Well,
Well, that's
some of
it.
them were
That's
nice. I
all.
forgot to
That's
mention
it.
that. He
Yep,
did
that's it. That's it.
he did pay attention to that. He
Yeah,
did pay
yeah.
attention to well, he had seven
Mhm.
changes.
Yeah, but you know what? And I don't even give him credit for that because he probably has a stylist helping him. I don't even know about that. But anyway,
Okay, so let's talk about some of the winners. So for best picture, drama, motion picture, you had said Avatar. We both said Avatar is who we were thinking was going to win or hoping, and the Fablemans won, and that is the Steven Spielberg film.
which is also very appropriate.
It was very good, but I
It
thought
was
that
good.
Avatar, The
Well,
Way of
me
the
too.
Water,
Well,
was on
me too.
another level.
But you know what? I did too. At least in terms of cinematography, me too. But I guess they were looking at other things. Oh well, I was happy. Look, I'm a Steven Spielberg fan anyway, so I that's all good with
But
me.
we never know if it's going to translate to an Oscar because the Golden Globe is more of a popularity
Yeah,
contest at times.
yeah,
So we'll see.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so motion picture, comedy, or musical, we both said Banshees of Inisherin, and they won.
And
Well, it
that
won,
is
yes.
so good. Oh, I was happy for that. That was good.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was really very deep, very deep. It made us think about some things that maybe we didn't want to think about the human emotions, just like, oh wow,
I enjoyed it,
how far we can go. Yeah.
but I told you, as a disclaimer, it is a slow burn. It is a head
Oh
picture,
yeah.
so you
Oh
have to
yeah.
think.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is
Oh
not
yeah.
one of those pictures you go into and it's like bam, 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 fast moving. It's a lot of
I,
rewinding
I thought
and
it was really good.
so
I
yeah.
thought it was really good. I thought it was a throwback to when people really wrote good scripts and really gave a lot of thought to the movie, and really you had to sit down and pay attention, and you were engaged and entertained by
Mhm.
just watching human interaction without a whole bunch of other fake stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good. Mhm.
Okay, so for best director of a movie, we both thought James Cameron was going to pull it out, and it went to Steven Spielberg, which we see why, because they also won for best picture. So it
Which
went to
is
Steven
also
Spielberg.
right, right. Okay, all right.
What are we gonna say about that?
I, I,
Okay.
I'm good with that. No problem with that.
So best performance actor, motion picture drama. Soma, for this one, Brendan Fraser was nominated. You said Brendan Fraser. I said Austin Butler. And the reason why I said Austin Butler, first off, neither one of us has seen The Whale. Okay, so we haven't seen this performance that everybody is saying is phenomenal. I do think that Austin Butler did a good job playing Elvis. However,
I did too.
Brandon Fraser alleged many, many years ago, I don't know if maybe it's 20 years ago or something to that effect, that the former president of the Hollywood Foreign Press and Associate or whatever it is, Philip Burke groped him. And he has not been to the Golden Globes in many years and did not come last night. So I didn't think that they were going to give him the award. And that's really why I went with
I didn't
Austin
think that
Butler.
would factor into it because, like you said, it was some time ago and he
Mm-hmm.
was nominated. So I really didn't think. In fact, I didn't even know if that individual would still have any type of sway
He's
over
not in
the
there
whole
anymore.
thing.
He's a
Yeah.
former.
So I wasn't. I had read about that.
Mm-hmm.
About that they referred to it as a sexual whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think that would factor into it. But maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Austin Butler. Oh, I said Austin Butler. You
But
said
I
Brendan
also
Fraser.
enjoyed Elvis. I did enjoy Elvis and did not see the whale, but I hope to see Whale or the whale.
Oh, we're gonna see
Um,
Whale
yeah,
because
yeah.
SAG.
Okay. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and I like Brendan Fraser.
I don't have a problem with that. I think the Elvis story was good, and I've seen many, and I think that was the best one that I had seen.
One quick story about Austin Butler. Austin Butler did a play, and right now the name of the play is escaping me, with Denzel Washington. And Denzel Washington, he was that Austin Butler was like, "Oh, this is my hero."
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington, liked him, and
And
started
he thanked
kind of,
Denzel. He thanked
yes,
him last night. Yeah.
yes. Listen, Denzel kind of was his acting coach in a way.
Yeah.
But Denzel noticed that the Austin Butler wanted to go out for the role of Elvis. And Denzel called the director of the Elvis film and said to him, "Listen, this is the hardest working actor that I've been with in my career, and you have to take a look at him. You have to see him." And the
Mhm.
director called him in, and the director said he had never met Denzel, but to get that high of a recommendation from Denzel, I got to see this kid. And so that's how Austin Butler got that role. And so that's why
That's
Austin
why he was
Butler is
thanking.
forever
That's why he
thanking
was thanking
Denzel.
Denzel, right?
Yep, yep. And Denzel
Okay.
has that reputation for just doing a lot of nice things that we don't even really know
Yeah,
about,
helping people,
Yeah,
helping people. I know he paid the kids way for school for something for acting, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Was it
Tasha Smith called him up to help out one of her students and whatever, and he
was
did.
it did he
Yeah,
didn't he do something for Chadwick Boseman, if I'm not mistaken too?
maybe
I
I,
think he
I
did.
don't really recall. Yeah, but
Okay.
maybe it was Chadwick Boseman I'm referring
I
to.
think I think it is Chadwick
Yeah,
Boseman, I
yeah, it
think.
might be.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So
yeah, Denzel. All right,
so Denzel, we love Denzel. So
that's right.
all
That's
right.
right.
So best performance actor, musical or comedy. We both had Colin Farrell for the Banshees of Inisherin, and he won. And I think it was well deserved.
Me too.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that one completely. Like I said, I enjoyed it a lot. I could even see it again. It's one of those movies down the road I wouldn't even mind seeing again because I thought it was very interesting. The characters, characters will make you mad and you'll scratch your head and you'll say why and why, but you will be interested. They will hold your interest. You want to see it, you want to know what's going on, and the motivation and just everything. So I thought it was really good. Okay, daughter.
And so best performance of actress in a drama, we both had Michelle Williams, and unfortunately, it did not go to Michelle Williams. It went to Kate Blanchett for the movie Tar, which we haven't seen, and we will be seeing and letting you know what we thought about it. She was
Okay.
not she was not there. She was filming somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah, she was
Um,
working on
but
something else.
but
Yeah.
we know
Okay.
Kate Blanchett is a great actress as well. So we'll let you know what we think.
Mm-hmm.
Best performance actress or comedy or musical. You picked Emma Thompson. I picked Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And Michelle Yeoh won Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I'm happy that she won because she's 60 years old, 60 plus, and
Yeah.
she's been in the business for over 40 years.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So and she's just really good. So I was
Okay.
happy for
All
her.
right. I'm glad she won too. I just wish it had been for another movie, but anyway, good. That's
Anyway,
that's how I see it. Come on, we
I
all
wish
have
I'm gonna ask for somebody to write us to send us an email and let us know if they've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once and what they think about it. So that would be nice to hear from
Well,
some
we already
listeners.
know some people liked it, some didn't. Like
Okay,
you
I
liked it.
I
Like
liked it.
you liked it, and I
Yeah.
did not.
Okay.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. So best performance supporting male, and it was, you said Brad Pitt. I said Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And he won. And he played the kid. He was a kid in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. And so it
Right.
was nice to see him, win the award.
Oh, that was
I know you
wonderful.
don't have
That
any
was
comment on
really
that.
great. No comment. Listen, I have no issue with the actors.
Okay.
The winners, I have no issue with the winners. I just didn't like the movie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I have no problem with the talented, actors and their performances. Like I said, it was just a movie that I didn't like. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so best performance supporting female, and this is an emotion picture, and we both had Carrie Condon for the Banshees of Inisherin, but the winner, and we missed the boat on this one, was Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Oh, which was
It
good,
was
which was
great.
wonderful. Oh, that
Yeah.
was good. That was really great. You know, what I really thought is because I guess this isn't really fair to assess it based on this, but I thought that even though her character was, incredible, a really good character, I thought her role was kind of short because, she met her demise in this movie. So I'm thinking maybe not her, that kind of thing. But that was a pleasant surprise. That was a really nice surprise.
Okay. Yeah, it was a nice surprise. So, best TV actor drama, we both had Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul. And unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because Better Call Saul is over, Kevin Costner won for Yellowstone, and Regina Hall was presenting the award, and she was hilarious because she was making fun of the reason why he was, I guess, stuck in shelter. What is it? What do you call it when you're
Yeah, I don't know. He
uh,
couldn't leave because
and
of
from
bad
Santa
weather.
Barbara, and they were,
Yeah,
and she was hilarious. She
and she
killed
was
it.
so funny. She was
Yeah.
really funny.
So haven't seen Yellowstone, can't comment on it. The only picture we haven't seen from that category.
Okay.
Okay. Best performance in a comedy, TV, or musical. We both said Jeremy Allen White for The Bear, and he won. And we were
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Yeah, well deserved. Well deserved, right?
Yeah. Oh, the bear is it's unique. I thought it's
Yeah.
very different. I liked it a lot. Very talented cast.
Yeah.
Not just him, that whole cast is very talented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be-
Okay.
Best performance by an actress, TV drama. We both had Zendaya, and Zendaya won. Unfortunately, Zendaya
Yes.
was not there. She's working.
She also is on location. Yeah.
Right, right. I
Mm-hmm.
think she was like in New Zealand or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. She's working, which also is a good thing.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we had best performance by an actress, comedy, or musical, and this is TV. And you picked Jean Smart, and I picked Quentin Brunson, and the winner was Quinta Brunson.
Okay.
And
All
so happy
right.
for her, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what I do think, I kind of agree with you in that I think that Quinta's writing in the show is better than just her character. I think she's great, but I think like the whole show itself in the writing is even better.
Oh
If that,
yeah.
if that,
Oh yeah, me too. So that was good to
if,
see the entire cast on stage. That was great.
this was for Quinta winning for Best
Yeah.
Actress.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Okay,
At some
best,
point, they all
best,
came up there.
best.
Listen, I know they want individual things, and at some
Ma,
point, they're
I'm
all on stage.
but
Okay.
okay. Let me
Okay.
let me get through. I know you have no patience for this.
Okay.
Okay. Best miniseries, anthology, or motion picture made. So for television. And so you picked Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and I picked White Lotus. Sicily, not that I think that White Lotus Sicily was that great this season, but I just thought they were going to go with it because the Hollywood loves to, smell their own, you know what. So White Lotus won. Any
That
thoughts
is
on
good.
that?
I'm just going to say what I'm thinking. I really didn't know that this list was one that we were going to, discuss point by point. I thought this was me and you going through like we've been doing for years. I didn't know you was going to bring it out here and you picked this and I picked that. I mean, anybody could have picked the more commercial things. I was just picking from my heart and what I like. And I picked it and it won. I don't know.
But
Okay.
no, some of the ones that you
No,
picked, I didn't pick.
not but my nothing. No, that was our. You didn't tell me that we're going to use this list on the podcast. It would have
Oh,
been a different list.
so I'm in
And I would have
trouble.
said, and I would have said a whole lot of different things too.
Okay,
No,
so
no. Go ahead.
clearly
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
be easy
trouble.
with you. No. Oh, you still get in trouble? I didn't know you could get in trouble. That's good.
Okay, so what's going on here?
Mhm.
Best television series drama. You picked Ozark. I picked Severance, and neither one won. House of the Dragon won. I was very surprised
I
at
was
that.
surprised that it won too. I agree with you on that one. I totally was surprised with that one. Okay, well, so be it. Now, House of
Okay,
the Dragons is good too. Now, listen, there was so many, it was so difficult to choose from. It is really true. They almost all of them were just really good.
yeah,
Only,
okay.
only, only a couple of them I didn't like. but the overwhelming majority of them, they were from good to excellent, in my opinion.
Best television series, comedy, or musical went to, we both picked Abbott Elementary, and Abbott Elementary won.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Abbott Elementary is packed with talent. They are
Oh, yeah.
all talented.
Best supporting role actor limited series. You chose Seth Rogen. I went with Seth Rogen from Pam and Tommy. Paul Walter Hauser from Blackbird, and Paul Walter Hauser won for Blackbird. I thought he was very menacing. He was very scary. I thought, he deserved to win. Seth Rogen was good too, but this guy was kind of like really creepy.
I thought his character was more over the top.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, those kind of characters are easier to play. But okay.
Well, I'll leave that alone.
Okay.
Okay, best performance by an actor in a supporting role series. You picked Tyler James Williams, and I picked John Turturro, and you were correct. Tyler James
It's
Williams
not
won for Abbott
correct. It's
Elementary.
not correct. It's just your opinion.
No, but it
It's
is
not.
correct because that's who won. You picked who was
Yeah.
going to win,
Oh,
and
oh,
they won.
oh, okay. I thought you meant that like you picked the right one. To me, it's just you just picked who you like, and other people like them too. That's all.
Okay, all right.
It wouldn't have been
Performance.
wrong to pick any of them because they're all,
Well, no, that's not what
in
I
that
meant.
sense of okay.
All right. Okay.
Because they're so
So
good, and I don't want these guys to feel slighted, because they're all good. I would have been happy with winners in almost any category of the things that they named that
no,
I
you
picked.
didn't want John Turturro to win. You said you didn't really
No,
care for
not
Severance.
versus. No, not that I didn't want him to win in totality. I just didn't want. If I had to choose, I prefer Tyler to win.
No, I'm calling you out on this. You said you did not
Oh, yeah.
enjoy the set. You said you did not
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
Severance that much. You were
No, I didn't
not
like
gonna
the
pick him.
movie. Oh, I love John Turturro. I just didn't like Severance that much. Nothing wrong with
Okay,
John Turturro.
okay. Performance by an
Oh,
actress
I've
in
been
the
watching him for years. John Turturro's all right. Mm-hmm.
performance by an actress in a supporting role in a movie. Sorry, Niecy Nash, you picked for Jeffrey Dahmer,
I
and
wanted Niecy to win.
Jennifer. I picked Jennifer Coolidge for White Lotus, Cicely,
Yeah,
and she won. I think that you thought that Jennifer Coolidge would win, but you were
I
hoping that Niecy.
wanted Niecy
Correct.
Nash.
I think that's what happened with that one. Because
Well,
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what happened.
Okay. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role for television. And so you went with Janelle James from Abbott Elementary. For ladies and guys who don't know who that is, she's the principal on
She's
Abbott
the
Elementary.
principal. She's the
And
funny. Oh, she is
she's
bananas. She is the
she's hilarious.
funny
And
principal.
her stand up is funny too.
Okay.
And I picked Shirley Lee Ralph. Neither one won. Julie Garner won for Ozark, playing a role of Ruth. They loved
Yeah.
her. Julie Garner was great, but she won so many awards for Ruth.
I
She
don't
won.
think she won it. She didn't win any Golden Globes, though. She won other awards, correct?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I know she won Emmys. I know she won SAG awards. I know she won several.
Yeah.
So
I know she's
yeah,
won multiple awards for that role,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so best performance, we're almost done. My best performance by an actor in a miniseries or motion picture made for TV. My youth chose Andrew Garfield for Under the Banner of Heaven, and I chose Evan Peters for Jeffrey Dahmer story, and Evan Peters won. I wasn't sure if he was going to win because there was a lot of controversy with it, but I thought he really did
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
job.
Oh,
Um,
I think he did a good job, too. And
and
with a very difficult story. Very
and
difficult to tell that story.
Okay, and the last category, at least in our list, best performance by an actress in a miniseries or motion picture made for TV. You chose Jessica Chastain for George and Tammy. I chose Amanda Seyfried for The Dropout, and Amanda Seyfried won for The Dropout.
Well,
So,
great, great.
and I know you didn't really particularly care for her too much, but
Okay, not at
I
all.
thought she did an excellent job. I'll leave it alone. Okay. So my overall, what did you give the Golden Globes? If you were to rate them on our scale, what would you give the Golden Globes?
Oh, I thought it was the show was really good. I'd give it I'm gonna give it a top shelf. I'm gonna give it a top shelf the 8.5. maybe a 9, but definitely 8.5 top shelf.
I'm gonna give it a premium. I'm gonna go probably like about a 6. The To me, the host played a big part in me not enjoying a lot of it. And I didn't, maybe that's not right. I was happy with overall the winners, but the host to me had a big part in it. I know that's not right. I would have liked to see some skits,
I could not let his attitude and poor performance take away from the evening.
but
No,
wait,
too many people were too talented, too funny. Too many people were actually introducing and acting as co-hosts. There were too many people who were doing hosting type jobs. Jennifer Hudson, Regina Hall, whoever,
well,
introducing multiple people. To me, he didn't
let
even
me
have that big of a part, and he was not good, but I
mhm.
would not give him that much
Let
significance.
me change my rating. I'm gonna still go with a premium, but I'm gonna go with a 7. I'm gonna go with a 7 for the show because I was, happy with most of the winners. I like that it was diversity. I thought it was a
They
long
looked
time coming,
good.
and I
They
hope that
were
they keep doing
funny.
that. Yes.
A lot of the winners had really funny and
Oh,
insightful speeches.
and Eddie Murphy. We forgot to give Eddie Murphy a shout out. He got
And
the
shout out to
Lifetime Award,
and
Cecil B.
oh, we
Award.
did mention Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Yeah, we
Yeah,
already mentioned that. And
yeah.
and just really good. And glad to see you there, Eddie. And you had good advice and funny advice. And
Hmm.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. The only thing I just across the board didn't enjoy his performance was Carmichael.
Well, and listen, that has to take a big dip for me. So it because of the host.
Just a
So
little
I'm gonna give
for
it
me, just a
I'm
little.
gonna give it a 7 premium.
Okay.
And
Like I
also
said,
too, also here's
an
another thing
8.5.
too, that I'm being really picky about. They have the first few awards, right? And they let the people speak for however long they want to speak. And then all of a sudden, an hour into the show, the people that we really want to hear talk, oh, here's the music playing. Oh, hurry up, hurry up. Why don't you start spacing it out from the beginning? Why don't you tell these people, look, you have 90 seconds to talk or whatever it is, and so that it's not like that. They always do that. And they ran over this time like they always do. So I don't know. Anyway, that's just me being picky. All right, ma.
No, that's their tradition. That's what they do.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.